back where no one can see us. Cave Crew Radio pre-show, ladies and gentlemen, soon to come your way in about 8.5 minutes time is going to be our Love and Lockdown, our Valentines Lockdown special. Can't wait to hear that Jason Scott cannot see us, but we have a fun show. Joining me as always is Sir Big B in Queens, New York, and the return of the one and only Choo Choo Stu. And he tells me if you don't get him a very large audience tonight, he's going to have a complex. Gentlemen, what's happening?
Yeah, it's good. I'll tell you what. I've just seen the strangest thing. You know, you have like concerts for cancer. Sorry, I've got to turn the volume down on my TV. But you've got
oh yeah, you can tell he's out of practice, Big B. Walks away from the microphone, talking like he's on some vlog or something.
No, do you know you get concerts for cancer and concerts for HIV to cure this? How about this? A concert for alopecia.
What the fuck is alopecia? Is that what you suffer from?
I have suffered from alopecia in my past. I mean, I'm suffering it. You know, like so it's hair loss.
I was just saying, isn't that baldness? Yeah.
Well, it's not. You know, like the baldness that I've got now or whatever. But it's like patches of hair go or the whole head of hair goes.
Right.
But one of my favourite artists is doing a concert for healing alopecia.
For healing alopecia.
Hey, Stu, you haven't had the benefit. Our good friend Short Sai is here.
Oh, tell you what a star that guy is. And I've been listening the last couple of weeks, and I know he's been contributing there in the chat room, which is really nice, you know.
Short Sai,
especially we've got like someone batting for the England team at least.
Yeah, you've got England. We are now Irish
up
guy.
at silly o'clock, like you know.
Yeah.
You know what was interesting was
alopecia, the inability to grow hair, which for a lot of people they might appreciate because I don't want hair on my chest or on my balls.
No, but it's not about that. It's about your head. I mean, I had like a patch, like a sort of an oval patch, I don't know, a couple of inches long and about an inch wide when I was, I don't know, about 17, 18, 19.
Right.
And it destroys you, man. It's like, I had a hairdresser that would cut my hair so that it would still grow over the patch and stuff like that. And it's an awful disease, but I've never seen a concert for alopecia.
Now, see, I had the opposite of that. I had a cowlick.
Oh, I had that as well.
Geez, you had double trouble.
Well, at the front.
I had this cowlick in the back of my head. It was, and the barber used to, oh man, it was brutal.
Oh, I had that at the front. I had two at the front, one at the back.
I had to put tons of Brill cream on that.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say about this conversation.
No, because you've probably, how long have you had long hair? Since you was about like 13 or something?
Well, since I graduated high school, I've let my hair grow. Because in high school you couldn't have long hair. Well, let me. Since I was a junior in high school, because in my high school you weren't allowed to have long hair. We had to wear shirt and ties, and you couldn't have your hair below the bottom of the collar on the shirt. So what I did, what I actually asked my mother to do was put my hair in a ponytail, but at the sides, pull it out a little bit, trim it a little bit so it looks like I have short hair, but the rest of my ponytail is in my dress shirt.
Yeah.
Shoved in. So since junior year in high school, since I was 16.
Yeah,
that's called a mullet.
No. It wasn't a mullet. I had it long, but it was pulled back a little bit, so it looked like I had short hair. Just a little bit on the sides, on the back, on the sides were cut short. That looked like I had short hair, but I had a nice long hair.
You see, in the 80s, I had something like, do you know what George Michael had? It was like a wedge, I think they called it.
Was it a DA?
No, not a duck's ass, but it was like a wedge, sort of. It wedged down.
Okay, wait a minute. I just missed something right here. Hello to producer Scotty. This is really cool. Everyone is showing up as their name. Let's see if this.
Oh yeah, that is nice.
But wait a minute.
Yeah.
You called Big B code name DA.
No, I didn't. No, a DA is a haircut.
Yeah,
Like-
DA is a
Right
duck's ass.
away, Choo Choo Stu knew it was duck's ass. I had absolutely. If I had that on Final Jeopardy or let's
No, a DA is like a rockabilly, a teddy boy haircut.
Right, and the thing is, so when you look at a duck, and
Yeah.
when you look at it from behind, the way its tail feathers kind of go out, that was the haircut, and that's why it's called a DA. It's called a duck's ass.
Okay,
so the point of the hair would go out a little bit.
a sign of people in the chat room. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Am I the only one that was absolutely amazed how quickly Choo Choo Stu picked up that the DA was? I didn't have a
because I've always been big into like rockabilly and that sort of era of music and stuff, and the DA goes with that. But I had I don't. For me, it was the next best thing. I never had a DA, but I had a flat top with a quiff. So
Flat top with a quiff.
So I went from having like this lovely hair that my mum used to blow dry at the back because my hair used to curl around. So I used to have this nice wedge haircut, and I went from that to having a flat top with a quiff. And that took me hours to putting gel on it and stuff like that,
And Short Size says it's a English thing. All right. I stand amazed.
But you know what a flat top is, yeah?
Yeah,
I do. I just didn't know like DA, like the district attorney is here. But you came back so quick with duck's ass.
Yeah, I haven't heard of DA.
That's not even in the Urban Dictionary. Like, give me a break.
But when you're talking about haircuts and you mentioned DA, that's the only thing it can be is a duck's ass.
Yeah.
I never went to fucking beauty. I'm not a beauty school dropout. Anyway.
Look, John Travolta, calm down.
You did worry me for a minute because I thought you'd never heard of a DA, but obviously you haven't never heard of a DA. I thought it was just me,
DA or a duck's ass. We're about a minute away, ladies and gentlemen, from our Valentine's special. Big B is here, of course, epicenter or something. We're going to find out. I've got some great news for you. And, of course, the return of Choo Choo Stu. And he's lighting it up already like a Christmas tree. All right. I say we switch to the show poster here. Show that on screen. Hide that. There we are, guys.
Oh, wait.
You lost us already.
There you go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, enjoy, get a piece of chocolate or a nice glass of wine. It's the Valentine's special here on Cave Crew Radio. I don't know how to get rid of this thing.
So what's we're already on 0, are we? So
yeah. We got a whole show, Stu.
I know.
Sit back.
I've got some Valentine's stories for you.
Well, that's great.
Get a pen and paper ready. Get the book ready.
I have the book ready to add to the legend of Stu.
Yeah, we've got a whole show ahead of us. And you know what? It's really special to be Valentine's. It's really special to have you here. So if we go over, who gives a shit? It's our show. Okay, stay by. Here we go. Just give me a minute. Cue the radio.
It's the Cave Crew Radio Valentine's Love in Lockdown Special.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Things are starting to get really weird in here. You're listening to DK, the Big B, and Choo Choo Stu.
Cave Crew Radio. CaveCrewRadio.com.
There was a time
when the world turned their back on men. Men with a dream and savage yearning within them. Legions compelled by passion that knows no boundary. A consuming flame that defies plausible explanation. Battling the forces of domestication, they find the courage to band together to experience the awesome power of being
I mean, we got to solve through that. I say this with all due respect.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Tonight's broadcast of The Masculine Feminist has been commandeered by the secret society No Ma'am.
Gotta go to a place like a shot and a beer, steak, man. Saying we can stop, get pancakes, and then we'll get laid, all right?
Why do you drink ice cold beer on a hot day?
Mr. Clevin, what else are you gonna do with it?
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
The Yankees are champions of baseball! It's a power play goal!
This is Cave Crew Radio.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Cave Crew Radio is the name of the show. Love and Lockdown, Valentines Lockdown special, whatever it is. We're still in this pandemic together, but we're going to share the love tonight. My name is DK. I'm live from my cave in Ontario, Canada. We are live on YouTube. We are live on cavecrewradio.com. We are live on Facebook, and we can be found wherever you get your podcast if you didn't catch the entire show. Very excited tonight. I'm not just excited because it's the return of our third cohort in our bubble. I'm not just excited that it's going to be the epicenter of something. I'm not just excited that it's Valentine's, a holiday that we can all share together. I'm also excited, ladies and gentlemen, because I have been after you nonstop on the Cave Crew Radio Facebook group. I have been after you nonstop on Instagram. I have been after you nonstop on Twitter to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you're watching on YouTube tonight and you haven't done so, please subscribe, because we're in a really dangerous spot. You see, when you reach 100 subscribers, you get to name your channel. So when I send the link out to you, it's not going to say XYGGG111 whatever. It's going to say Cave Crew Radio. But we got to maintain that level of 100. But we are at 100. I'm excited about it. No one else probably is. Big shout out to Lee Law in Ireland. That's Lee, the small L, a Law, capital L. You've got all the things you wish for, Choo Choo Stu. They're all going to be here. Anyway, great show ahead for you. Got a lot of things to cover over a lot of different topics. And including several Valentine's stories. I just can't wait. But before we get there, as always on this show, I must go over to Queens, New York, to Sir Bigby, the Duke of P, whatever it was, knighted by the Queen of England, the president-elect, and always the epicenter of something. Big B, welcome to the show.
Yes, live from Queens, New York. I am Sir Bigby, your president-elect of the United States of America. And I'm very excited that our European contingent is back with us again. Short Sai over in England, Lee Law over in Ireland. and of course, producer Scotty in Pittsburgh, which Pittsburgh might as well be Europe when you're from New York.
Right. Yeah. No Canadians. No Amanda. No Jason Scott.
Nothing. Nobody read. Well, you know what? Last week I was in the minority because we had Canadians, we had Englishmen, we had Irishmen, and I was the only American on the show. So this week, maybe you're in the minority.
Big B, we are the world.
Well, that is true.
We are the children. What are you the epicenter of? I'm hanging on the edge of my seat.
Well, I will tell you, it stems from last week. If you recall, one of the things that was annoying me was the computer issue I was having. So this week, I am the epicenter of all things computer repairs. I spent a good part of this week opening up my laptop several times, trying to fix it. And this all stemmed from just changing the RAM card in the computer. Took the old one out, put the old one back, put the new one back in, put the cover back on, and suddenly things didn't work. So I spent a good portion of the week trying to fix everything. And when I thought I had everything fixed, something else went wrong. So at first my USB wasn't powering. Had to reopen it, do a little tinkering, closed it back up. The USB works, but yet my mouse doesn't find my mouse. Open it back up again, do a little more tinkering. Oh, my mouse works, but certain buttons on my keyboard don't work now. Open it back up, do a little more tinkering, put it back together. Well, now it's super slow. So I've spent the entire week opening and closing my work laptop computer. And I think I have it finished.
Might work invest in a new computer at some point.
This is my own personal work. So it's not the job that I work for, although I do have a separate computer from them. This other computer is the other portion of the work I do. It's the stuff I do on my own under my corporation.
Top secret corporation business.
Top secret corporation business. That's right.
Wow. This is amazing.
So that would mean I would have to buy myself a new computer, which I can't afford.
Because the corporation obviously has not managed to get the the junk funds behind you.
I need more virus money is what I need. I need more virus money to come through so I can maybe get a new computer. But until then, I have to continually try to repair the one I currently have.
Gotcha. Some things in chat, though, to cheer you up. Short Sigh has said you are the purveyor of fine peanut whiskey.
Speaking of which, again, I have my wonderful peanut butter whiskey, and my glass.
Which we can bring in full screen tonight.
Oh, we can bring it in full screen. So let me open, and I will pour a nice giant glass of peanut butter whiskey right here. This is for Short Sigh, our new pal. There we go. A nice full glass of peanut butter whiskey, and I'm almost done with the bottle. I have to get more. And I just bought this bottle a couple of weeks ago.
Yes. Well, you were desperate last week. You were in a desperate.
I really was, because everything fucking annoyed me last week.
And then producer Scotty is saying, any new executive things?
Nothing new executive, but let me just bring this up.
Wait. Let's get you back.
I want to bring this up as well. A Glenmorangie Scotch that I have from Scotland. So I do have other bits of alcohol here, but I prefer the peanut butter whiskey.
And a chin sir to you.
Well, thank you, kind sir.
I feel like not Oliver Twist, but who is the
cheers to you.
Who is the other guy? Not Oliver Twist, but I can't remember his name. Phineas Fogg.
Phineas Ferb. Wasn't that a cartoon or something?
And of course, any executive orders. You'll find out soon.
But speaking of the European side of things, I'm very happy to announce that our good buddy Choo Choo Stu is back, and I do believe I hear him. Is London calling?
Yes, London is calling. Good evening, gentlemen. I don't know how you can drink so much of that whiskey, but it must be very nice.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I have looked over here. It's about £50 a bottle. It's a bit steep, but I may invest in a bottle at some time. But happy Valentine's, everyone.
Happy Valentine's. I do mean to ask, you are joining us tonight, which means your shifts have been changed because you're the midnight rambler on the train. No yellow phlegm disease or what? How do we have you with us?
Well, touch wood, there's no yellow phlegm disease. And I'm on an annual leave, so I've got a couple of weeks off. So I've still got next week off, and I'm hoping to get the Friday and Saturday off for the following week. So
we have 3 weeks in a row for Choo Choo Stu. Big B, do you have enough pages left in that book?
I have plenty of pages left in the book, but you know what? I have a question now for Stu, because by my count, Stu has been off more than he's been at work, because he's had the Rona 12 times already. Then he's had the yellow flu, whatever the fuck it is. Then, I don't know, somebody, puked on a train and he's got to take off for 2 weeks because he's traumatized. Stu's been at work for, I don't know, 3 days. I believe 3 days in the past 6 months.
Well,
I took that promotion, right? He got that promotion.
He did get the promotion.
All of a sudden, he's a big manager. He's probably owns half of the London Underground.
No, listen, my views don't reflect any company, by the way. They are my own. Just let me say that. But I got promoted as let's call it a trainer. Right. But all in-cab training has been stopped because of Rona. So I trained one guy for a couple of weeks, and then that was it. It's all been stopped. So I had a couple of weeks off sick. I went back for about just under 2 weeks, and I've now got 2 weeks annual leave.
And it's only February.
Yeah, I just can't wait. He's gonna and folks, you got to get Choo Choo Stu in chat. If you're not friends with him, you need to make friends. And you're right, he's an hard bastard. Hang on, I gotta write this down.
Oh my! And to Leelaw's previous comment, I'm sorry. I've shamed the whiskey drinkers of the world. He says any proper whiskey drinker would have not allowed that whiskey to last another hour, let alone a week. I am sorry.
Right. And by the way, people commenting on Valentine's, we're not neglecting you. We will get to that. I did see some comments about Valentine's Day.
I think about that whiskey, going on to Brian's whiskey. It's something that you want to guzzle down, but on the other hand, you want to savor the taste as well.
Oh, can I tell you? There's in this whiskey, there's no burn to it, and it really does taste like peanut butter. So I mean, I could literally sit there and down this. I'll be on the floor before the show's ending, and you'll just have the big B chair. Like we did the stew cam that one time.
Right.
How much is left of the bottle?
Hey, Canada's in the house.
Oh, that's not a great deal. That's not a great deal.
Just very, very little. This is enough for maybe for this type of glass. I don't know, maybe half of it.
Yeah. So I was going to say, if you had a full bottle, I'd buy you another bottle if you drank it.
Yeah, well, I have to get another one because literally, this is all I have left. I have to go buy another one.
Guys, Amanda is here. So Canada, we have all of our countries
represented.
There we go.
And that's Amanda. You want to stay tuned because we have something about Jason in a little bit. Anyway, Stu, so I'm just wondering, is it the state of the UK? Is it the state of England? The amount of hours you work, I don't know about Big B, but we call that welfare.
I work very unsociable hours, so when people are usually on their way home from work, I'm generally traveling in. I'm sitting alone for many, many hours. It's a hard job.
You never work.
I do work. I do. It just seems like I'm off a lot. I mean,
He bitches, Big B. I don't know if you see him. Oh, shitty, shift. I was supposed to be a spare and only work 4 hours. I got a 5-hour shift. I work 10 hours a fucking day.
Yeah,
I think vacation.
I think compared to the USA and Canada, like I get 8 weeks plus a bit of change holidays per year, plus 2 weeks off sick every 6 months. If you know,
how do you know you're going to be? This is the part that gets me. See, in Canada, what they do, Big B. I don't. Oh, he doesn't have his headphone. In Canada, so what he's saying is he is guaranteed 2 weeks sick. Just happens. If you're not sick, you're sick in England. Just take your extra 2 weeks. Here, the company I work for, if I don't take any sick days, they roll it into my pension. It's kind of like a stimulus, right? Like,
yeah.
Go to work. We're not going to take your money away.
Yeah.
But we'll put it into your pension. But like Choo Choo Stu banks is 2 weeks.
But I worked with a colleague, right? He worked 5 years straight and he never took a day off sick, right? So put this into perspective, right? He got a badge to say that he'd never been off sick in 5 years. Now, in those 5 years, hypothetically, I could have took 10 weeks off sick without anyone blinking an eye. So who's the winner? The guy with the badge or the guy that had 10 weeks off paid?
Now, let me ask you this, because I may have missed part of that conversation. If you don't take the time off, does it accrue?
No.
Because I know somebody that retired 6 months early because they never took a day off, and it just accrued, so they were able to take a half a year off closer to their retirement.
Yeah, well, that's all well and good, but what if you pop your clogs before that?
I have 2 questions. First of all, you have no conscience, Choo Choo Stu.
I have conscience. I'm a very conscientious worker. In fact,
no, you always make sure you take your sick time and every single day of your vacation.
No, I don't. When I was off sick recently, I had yellow phlegm fever. I had a terrible cold. I was coughing up, yellow phlegm. Especially during this time, you don't want a colleague coughing up yellow phlegm. So I took the time off. I spoke to the doctor on the telephone because, he can't see people, obviously, at this time. Poor little soul. But he gave
bullshitted him.
He gave me steroids. He gave me antibiotics and some asthma inhalers that have gone in the cupboard. And most importantly, he gave me a week off sick, plus my week I'd already had. So I had 2 weeks off. And I was unwell.
I just wonder how your society functions. You must have 60% of your workers on. And maybe Shorts I can verify.
But I am looked at.
It works in England.
I'm a great worker. Like
when you're there.
Yeah.
I'm a great, like, people look at, we've got like some kind of rainbow chart at work, people that are off sick and stuff like that. And me, like
the Rainbow Coalition.
I am like, they know that I'm always there, apart from when I'm sick.
You're always there when you're there. Sure. It's like, dining inside outside. You're always there when you're there. But then when you're not there, you're not there.
Jason Scott, I hope you're staying around because we have a segment just for you.
We do have a segment. Let me just briefly for Lee Law. He was talking about he has 5 kids thanks to James Jameson. I'd like to show this to Mr. Lee Law. I got Jameson Black Barrel.
I haven't got 5 kids due to Jameson's, I think.
Yeah, you go flat. That's because you're affiliatia or whatever it is. And Lee Law also said earlier, as we lead into Valentine's, Scotty asked if Valentine's was a American thing, and Leela, small L, capital L, said, "Did you know St. Valentine's is buried under the Whitefriars Church in Dublin, Ireland?" I did not know that.
I didn't.
I didn't know that
either.
I did not know that. Oh, Jason, you're at work. You've got to call in sick. We're not anywhere near.
Tell them you have the yellow phlegm fever.
Just start coughing.
Should we go into him first while we got him?
As long as he's here, I think we should go into him first.
Yeah, so I got to show you this picture, and I can go full screen this. So, hang on. So there was this post on Facebook, and I know you have questions about it, Big B. Basically went along the lines of, what the fuck, Ken Parr? My $140 order you left on my porch. And you had questions, correct?
Well, I was, because we're all friends with Jason on Facebook, so we see the posts. So I get an alert that you, DK, commented on a Jason Scott post. So I look at it and I see this picture that the packages were delivered, left on the stairs, and you chimed in. Did you leave the door unlocked for him?
Right.
As if this is the most normal thing on the planet. And he replies, yes. To which you replied back, the face palm emoji.
Well,
and then I read other comments similar within that post, similar to, it was too much for them to, try the door, blah, blah, blah. So my question is this an apparent thing in Canada where you just randomly leave your doors unlocked for delivery people?
Absolutely not. Now, here's his response. They didn't come in because of COVID. You're nuts, Jason Scott. Here's my thing. You immediately came to me and said, DK, you leave your doors open for deliveries. We would never do. No, it was a sarcastic remark. Okay. And now he's making excuses. It was an enclosed porch. Did you leave a note on the door?
I'm just very confused because
look at all this shit going on. You can leave directions where to leave them.
But my point is that the whole conversation was so matter of factly that this is a thing in Canada.
No.
You just leave your door unlocked, and random delivery people can just traipse through your house, drop your packages off. Go to the kitchen, make themselves a sandwich, drop a deuce in the bowl, sit on the couch, have themselves a drink, and then move on.
Make love to your wife. Who cares?
Why not? You've left the door open for them. You've opened your house to the delivery man.
And listen, here's the stupidest remark. People steal stuff when it's outside. You can steal stuff outside, inside.
Wait, so all right, so if you can people steal stuff when it's outside. I agree that happens here all the time. But you leave your door open, and if people know that, they can walk in your house and steal shit.
Yes, I agree 100%. And so you're accusing me, DK, because he knows I shop a lot on Amazon and all these mail order shit. And he's like, you leave your fuck. No, I don't leave my door open, and I have a dog. No, they drop it on the porch and you bring it in. And I guess I don't live in a bad neighborhood because people don't steal shit. I don't know what you got there, Jason Scott, but it looks like a fucking box of toilet paper and something you hang curtains from. It doesn't look like something someone wants to steal. It's not a big screen TV. And then I'm going to go on to say, I just want to add a little bit.
Please.
I live in Canada too, but you might want to be a little nicer to the fucking delivery guy. Why don't you clean your fucking sidewalk?
Well, maybe he was at work that day and it snowed while he was at work and he couldn't clean it. I don't know.
I think that's a totally appropriate delivery. I have no idea where Jason lives. I would not want anyone coming in my closed porch, especially if I wasn't there. I would not leave my door open. I have insurance with PayPal and my house insurance and yada, yada, yada. I've had computers dropped off. I've had various things dropped off. Anyway, I know where I live. I'd get a fine if I left my sidewalk like that.
See, and we would here too, but then you swing it over to Stu, and apparently over in the UK, and Short Side can agree. Apparently, you don't touch the sidewalk because you're afraid if you do, people will slip and fall.
Yeah, exactly. We don't really touch it, and only if you really want to, because people are scared that if someone then slips, you've dislodged it and it's your fault. So we don't really touch them anymore.
But if somebody
beyond this of that, I'd leave even my porch unlocked. Do you not store anything in your porch, like your mountain bike or your coveted collection of Domino's pizza boxes?
My porch is full of shoes and boots, and when my delivery guy comes, they put it in the porch, and one of them I've got his phone number, so I get a notification that Brian is going to drop off your parcel today, and I can phone him and say, Brian, just leave it in my porch, and he knows I leave the porch open, and obviously the front door is closed, and they just drop it in the porch.
Yes, we always used to leave doors open when I was a kid as well. Anyway, I found that the weirdest thing.
But to lend more credit, like I read the entire post of people, Jason's friends and all of this, people that I don't know, commenting like, oh, they were too lazy to open the door. They should have gone inside, blah, blah. So this seems to be the most natural thing in the world.
Not in my part of Canada.
See, if I'm not going to be in, right, I chat to my Indian neighbor, and I just say, are you going to be in, between 2 and 3 or whatever? And he said, yeah, I'm going to be in, and he'll take it in, and the same on the other side of me. But if I'm not in, I'll just leave the porch open and update my delivery details. If I left it out like he did, it'd be gone. Be gone in 20 minutes.
No, I wasn't alive in the 50s.
He absolutely was. We've had this conversation for months now.
He was alive in the 50s.
If he pulls out his hat from the 50s, from Back to the Future era, 1955, he certainly was alive back in the 50s. We've had this conversation for many, many months, and he has yet to convince me he wasn't.
I am Rumpelstiltskin in the flesh. No, but even in the 70s, the doors were left open. Okay, I wasn't there when Dick Clark had the Beatles on stage.
That was the 60s. You may have not watched TV that day.
But DK lives in a pleasant little area. I've been up his road. It is a very nice street. The neighbours know each other. And if I walked up his road, I think the police would be there by the time I reached the end of the street.
Leela, small L capital. We'll talk about that at Christmas time. Yeah, Scotty, you're just old. You've just given up. Anyway, so before we get into any of these Valentine's stories and anything else, I wanted to bring something to your attention, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm a little bit irked. Mm-hmm. We'll leave Jason Scott alone yet. I get this post in Facebook. Hang on. Now, remember, Cave Crew Radio, like to have fun. I don't think we're a hate group. We're not telling anyone to storm the Capitol. We're not Nazis. I don't think we pick on any group in particular, other than perhaps lately transvestites. I'll admit to that. But I want you to see what this post is in a minute. But apparently, I made a post. It was me. I'm the guilty one. That went against Facebook policies, and what they've done about it. And you'll see the warning, what you can do. They've removed the post. It's off the Facebook group, but they are threatening me if more admin violations, so the admin being me, Choo Choo Stu and Big B, if we have any more violations, they could suspend our little group. So hang on a minute here. Let me pull up the post in question. This is the post in question, ladies and gentlemen, from April 17th, 2020. 8 months ago?
Yep.
Almost a year ago. I posted, "This is the longest something made in China has ever lasted."
Fair play. Fair play.
Is it that bad that they're going to ban the Cave Crew Radio Facebook group?
Well, as I said in our private chat, Facebook has become a liberal communist platform where if they don't like what's there, they're going to ban it. And if you have a non-liberal point of view, you are going to be banned as well.
Like, we've talked about this before, Big B. We post some pretty nasty stuff,
right?
On the Facebook page. We talk about sexual organs. We talk about sexual orientation.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about bowel movements.
Yeah.
We make fun of all kinds of people, including ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. But I don't see my heir, and I don't have the time nor will to hire a lawyer and go against Zuckerberg on this, the fucking Jew. I don't get it.
And it's the whole, since before the election, when all of a sudden social media platforms have decided they're going to pick and choose what they want on their platforms. And if they don't like it or don't agree with it, it may not be offensive, but if they don't like it or agree with it, they're going to pull it. They're going to ban it. Like any, communist country before us.
Yeah, let's just get the view that we believe, and that's it.
Yeah,
right. And that is the heart of a socialist communist country.
What
you will only be allowed to view what we want you to.
What I'm thinking here is I've placed blame on China for the Rona, although I make no reference
to the China virus.
Yeah, let's bring it back up again. Very simple. This is the longest something made in China has ever lasted. Making fun of toys and products that you buy on Wish or whatnot. Yes, maybe.
Yeah. It's cheap, but you're going to buy it at least twice.
Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes that's good. I buy things. I buy iPhone leads and stuff from China. I know they're not going to last forever, but I could buy 5 of them to one of iPhone's original ones or whatever, So it's cheap. Yeah.
So, that kind of, I look back, I went, I don't think it'll happen because we've done copyright things when we played audio on the show, and part of your video has been muted because you have, you know what? If I'm playing a fucking song for somebody on this show, they're getting free airplay. All right, I'm not paying my royalties perhaps or whatever, but I'm paying 30 seconds of like a popular song, and someone's going to go, hey, this is catchy. I'm going to Google it. Maybe they'll buy the album.
Oh, and by the way, let this be said now. Let this be known to everybody. I am licensed by ASCAP, and as I am part of this show, my license pays for the music that goes on this show. So if YouTube decides to pull it, I can pull my ASCAP license and say, put it the fuck back on because I've licensed that.
We got to do that. We got to do one time, Stu, when Stu's back to work, we got to, Stu, is your microphone staying stable?
Is it between the butt cheeks?
Yeah, like it doesn't matter what he does. That thing makes like songs like Montezuma's Revenge. Anyway, we got to do that. You and I are going to do a music show, and we're going to get fucking banned. And yes, we played Stranglehold, Scotty. That's an old Double Talk Radio thing, but ASCAP.
Yes, I am licensed by ASCAP. ASCAP is a musical rights thing that all major artists go through. They go through two royalty companies, ASCAP and BMI. I am licensed by ASCAP.
There you go. Because Big B used to have a metal radio show where he did play music.
Right, and I properly went through the correct channels. I got my license, and I still keep it alive. I pay for it every year, and I'm allowed to use whatever song I want on any platform I want because I am licensed.
All right, Choo Choo Stu. He's starting to here's the guy that's on the diet, Big B. This is where I get concerned because Choo Choo Stu. Hang on, look, guys, I got banned on Facebook for calling a troll a donkey, but someone else called him a cunt, and he's still on. Yeah, it's all their algorithm, right? It's all their
yeah. It's they look back at things that you've posted previously, and if you lean one way, they don't like you. They'll look to ban you, and if the other person says something worse but leans the correct way, they'll be fine. And a perfect example is what happened yesterday. For those of us that have Disney Plus that know Star Wars, know the show The Mandalorian.
Yes, yeah, good story. Yeah, cool.
Right. So The Mandalorian is an offshoot of Star Wars live action series. For if you remember the movies, Boba Fett the Bounty Hunter. This is a person after that. It's a wonderful show. And ex-UFC fighter Gina Carano plays a major character on this show. And she leans to the right. She is a much more conservative-leaning person and makes her views known on social media. Never disparaging or anything like that, but just makes her views known that she doesn't agree with lockdowns. She doesn't agree with mask mandates. She doesn't agree with things that the liberal media push and so forth. So, of course, liberals all up in arms about this, and Fire Gina has been trending for months. But apparently she made a reference to the way conservatives are being treated on social media and all this was akin to, the way Nazis treated, I guess, Jews or whatever it was. And that all of a sudden exploded. And Disney wound up firing her from the show. Now, she's a major character on the show. She's loved by a lot of people on the show. She's really good at it. But she was fired, I think, as of yesterday or the day before.
I saw that.
Right. So because of that post and her previous views that are right-leaning, she's fired. Now, it came out that the star of the show, the guy that plays the Mandalorian, said a very similar thing months ago, whenever it was. Again, dealing with the Nazis. He said very similar thing, but he leans to the left, and he was left alone. Disney never brought it up. Nobody ever trended Fire, whatever the fuck his name is. It was just, it is what it is. So now Disney's catching shit because they fired Gina, but the main character still has a job, and they posted basically the same thing in two different contexts. So this is where now, like we said, if you lean one way, no matter what you do, it's wrong and it's going to be banned. But if you say the same thing, but you lean the other way, the way that they like, you're fine. You can say whatever you want. Not a problem.
I just noted something. I love Leela, small L, capital L. And he is also a Republican, which is nice. It looks like he shit his
Good for you, Leela.
It looks like he shit his pants.
This is for you. Jameson Black Barrel.
Big B. Choo Choo. It looks like he shit his pants in his profile picture.
It does.
Definitely.
Okay. Not just me. Anyway, I got to go to something because it's fucking driving me nuts. I had another co-host that used to do fucking eat constantly during a show. Choo Choo Stu is supposedly the one of us that's on a diet. Okay, I admit I'm trying to exercise a little bit more, but I'm not changing my diet. I'm still drinking beer. I probably got a gut the size of fucking Texas. Anyway, you're not claiming it. Choo Choo Stu is posted on Facebook. You know, I've lost 16 stone.
Let me just say that was an accident. I didn't mean to post it there. I meant to post it on my on a group that I'm in. So I actually took that post down.
Yeah,
but I saw it too. You said 16 stone.
So you're kind of
stone.
But anyway,
I was 16 stone. Yeah,
you're so proud of yourself, and I'm proud of you too, and so is Big.
Yeah.
You're doing good. You're walking. You're eating these meals that I find for the most part disgusting. But you have not stopped fucking gnawing.
I haven't not stopped. I've got a packet of Slim Fast.
How can you not wait until the show's over?
I'm just having a nibble. I'm sucking the life out of one. Look.
No, you've been chomping for the last 10 minutes while Big B was talking about the girl from The Mandalorian. You look, your stomach is telling you something. Maybe get a couple scrambled eggs when you're done the show. It's not going to kill you.
It's not. It's just a little bar snack when I'm eating, when I'm drinking. That's it.
You know, and I'm all for it. I'm proud of you. You're losing weight and all this. But when you're constantly fucking eating,
I'm not. It's like 1% of the time I've been on there. It's just like I'm having one little nibble every now and again.
That's all I hear is him fucking crunching, and it brings back bad memories, and I don't like it.
They're not diet nibbles. They're just. They're just part of my diet. It's not nibbles. It's. You know, I've already gone. I've gone over.
Short side, don't change it. I like bibbles.
Yeah. I like, oh my God, Diet Bibbles.
Diet Bibbles.
This is you're bringing back bad memories. You can go an hour, 90 minutes without putting something in your fucking mouth. If you're that damn hungry, have a cheeseburger before the fucking show.
No, I don't do that.
No, you just fucking been eating I haven't touched any food. Big B hasn't touched any food. We're fat, whatever. But you're eating nonstop. If it's
I'm
your
not,
metabolism,
it looks like I'm eating nonstop. I'm having these are, you know, like 1 calorie or whatever, you know, per item.
Dog treats, but anyway, hold them up. Hang on, let's get I gotta move the camera thing here. We can get Stu now. We're fully automated. Hang on. Oh, I hit him. I didn't mean to do that.
Where'd he go? Now you're on me. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I have this for Leela. Jameson Black Barrel. There you go.
There he is.
Baked sour cream.
Slim Fast Pringles or something. I don't know.
They're not pretzels. They're pretzels.
They look like chocolate chip cookies.
They're pretzels.
He's like a fucking gerbil. See, 1 week, and this new audience is not tolerating.
This Cave Crew Radio shirt is hanging off me now, you know?
Right, which, by the way, 35% off all Cave Crew Radio shirts, short side Leela, if you want to get one. They're all on sale till midnight. He's a fucking gerbil. You're not going to survive this new. They're rough on us. They're rough on us, but we love them. Anyway, enough of that. Yeah, because I have. Should I talk about the Gorilla Girl first and then Valentine's?
Oh
Yeah,
my
go on.
God.
I got to bring this chick up
You
here.
have to.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let me find my thing here on her. So, this young lady, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sure we'll have a lot to say about this. Tessica Brown, a school teacher.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, my
She's a
God,
school
yeah.
teacher.
She mistakenly used Gorilla Glue when they were out of her regular hairspray at the it just says she used it as a hairspray substitute. She's a 40-year-old Louisiana woman. Her hair has been stuck solid for a month.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
A month.
But that's what she wanted.
She started a GoFundMe, which has now made $20,000. She recently went under a 5-hour surgery, which was successful. Apparently, she had cut her ponytail off on TikTok. It was a $12,500 procedure, which they are calling an ordeal. She had several major stars rise to her occasion.
Oh, of course.
I could have pressure washed that off in about 10 minutes.
One remark, of course, stating you need to stop this oppression. You don't understand the pressure of being an African American woman who needs to have straight hair. Don't ever personally remember making that statement. They're also considering a lawsuit against Gorilla Glue, litigation, as they call it. I'm pretty sure Gorilla Glue does not advertise that it is a hairspray.
Not in the slightest.
She should have used the Gorilla Super Glue.
I don't think the Gorilla Glue is beside the hairspray in the pharmacy aisle.
No.
I think this is something fucking stupid.
Yeah. If you're that stupid to put that on your hair, no matter what ethnicity or you are or whatever, then, you know, like, if that was around when I was a kid, when I was doing my quiffed flat top, it would have been good for it. You know? Leave it on there a couple of weeks.
Glue.
But it right in the story where it says the oppression must stop, whatever the fuck about her fucking retarded hair.
It was like Cardi B or one of those.
Fucking, she's a fucking whore that fucking stuck up. She's a literal fucking prostitute that robbed her Johns. So fuck her. So what this lawsuit is now is going to be race based because they're setting it up.
Yeah.
That the oppression. You used fucking glue, you fucking moron. And this person's a teacher.
Yeah.
If my kid was in the school and she was the teacher, I would immediately pull my kid out because she is a fucking idiot. If you use glue in your fucking hair, and now she's going to sue. This is the same shit that, if you recall, years ago in the 80s, somebody sued because the McDonald's coffee was too hot and it burned them.
Was that McDonald's or Tim Hortons?
That was McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's. Yeah.
Yeah, because the coffee.
Yeah.
a
So now,
hot
so
beverage,
now they've got to put on their packaging. Do not
Caution.
use on your hair. Yeah,
Right,
of course.
right,
Do not use it as a hair gel.
And I remember my brother would always tell me whenever we were looking through, manuals or whatever, you're building stuff, he would always say, "Look at this line. Do not use on chickens, whatever the fuck it was."
Yeah.
And he would always tell me the reason that this line is there is because somebody tried it once.
She looks like Hellboy.
You wouldn't want her teaching your kids, would you?
If you're that fucking, I mean, let's be realistic. Who the fuck? You're not mistaking Gorilla Glue for hairspray.
Yeah.
This was done on purpose. You didn't magically say, "Oh, I'm out of Aquanet. I'm going to use fucking Gorilla Glue." This was done on purpose. You knew it was fucking glue. It says it on the label. It's glue. All the commercials, are this gorilla that fixes broken shit. You knew it wasn't hairspray, but you put it in your fucking head anyway because you want fucking likes, you want fucking retweets, you want TikTok fucking stardom. Now you want social media fame, and now that you went through this and it actually cost you real life dollars, which you don't have, you're going to try to get it from the company, a glue company that never advertised itself to as hairspray.
Yeah.
What if I told you this gets better?
Oh, good God. How in this world could this get better?
Enter this gentleman.
Oh, good Lord.
And I have audio.
Oh, no.
This gentleman caught on to what she was doing, and he says, Gorilla Glue does not work.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to place Gorilla Glue on a red Solo cup and attach it to my lip.
Okay.
You're calling her an idiot. I don't know how good this audio is. Listen.
Here I have. Shit ain't true. I'm gonna show y'all something. I got some Gorilla Glue right here. Super glue, real. Watch out. I'm gonna take it, put it on this cup, put it in my mouth. Then I'm gonna be the lick it and get it off. It's easy. Gorilla Glue garbage. I'm telling you, man.
I feel like we need to clear the air because you don't.
So basically what he's telling you is he is going to place the Gorilla Glue on his lip, place the red Solo cup there. He's going to lick his lips and it will unstick. It's gone. This gentleman also ended up in the hospital. I don't know if he glued his eyes together. I didn't read that part of the story. But here's this dude walking around with a fucking red Solo cup on his mouth.
Can all these fucking mouth breathers do us all a favor? If you're gonna do a fucking Gorilla Glue challenge, Gorilla Glue your asshole shut.
Don't say that because that's what the kids are gonna do next.
Good. Gorilla Glue your asshole shut. For the guys, Gorilla Glue your fucking penis hole together. And for the girls, Gorilla Glue your fucking vagina and fucking let your internal organs explode. Go away and let the rest of us live normal lives.
Does anybody else love that Choo Choo Stu keeps leaving the screen thinking we won't notice as he goes to take a bite of a sandwich?
He's going to eat chips and piss out the door.
Yeah, he's going to the fridge. Look, he's still chewing.
There he is. He's chewing. Yes, of course.
I'll bring him.
I had to put my gas fire went out. Yeah,
hang on a minute.
Lack of oxygen. The gas fire went out.
He left the screen. He's probably got a fucking sandwich on his table.
I haven't eaten bread in 4 weeks.
This is no sort of a diet. I'm telling you that right now.
But my gas fire went out because of the oxygen sensor. So I had to put the electric heater on, which is over to my left. I've got the gas heater perched on a bench. I've raised it up. Yeah, so I had to switch that back on. So sorry, I was listening.
I like short size remedy for this. He says Gorilla Glue Stu to his seat. I think that's next.
I think that's a great idea.
That's wonderful.
Because you're antsy, Stu. We're not going to judge you. You want to order a large pizza?
I don't. Food doesn't bother me.
It's a cheat day.
I have a nibble. You know,
a bibble. Yeah, a bibble.
It's a cheat day. It's okay.
Anyway, I just wanted to bring that. Oh, and there was one more thing. There's one more thing I have to bring up. The Super Bowl.
Okay.
It was very uneventful. Very unexciting. Did either of you watch?
I watched a couple of minutes of it.
Was Miley Cyrus doing a little turn?
Yeah, I was whacking off to that.
How was she? Because I haven't seen any of it. But
it's not like it's little Hannah Montana anymore. She's got to be almost.
But I like Miley Cyrus. I think she's a great voice.
But something about her, I agree. Ever since she sat on that fucking wrecking ball, I'm done in every time.
I think she's a very talented young lady. Personally,
yeah, I believe so too. I Google every day to see if she's made a porno.
No, I think kudos to her. You know,
first of all, she has an amazing voice, but she's also extremely sexy. Anyway.
So I have a question then.
Yeah.
For this, just for you, DK, and we can bring everybody else, our new listeners, into the fold here. In thinking about Miley Cyrus and searching out for a porn, have you raped?
I still have not. Of course, I'm on lockdown, though.
That is true. Do you plan to rape?
No, I would never do that. I always keep a jar of Vaseline close by.
It shows he's still in the 50s. That man using Vaseline.
Yeah, back in 1950, Brill cream. I keep going.
There's so many lubricants you can use these days.
I don't know anything about that stuff.
That sticky after effect.
Anyway, back to what I was. Hang on. Let's see what we got here. Miley Cyrus. She's another. I'd like to slap the wave and ride the ripples of her yummy.
But you can just look at her and automatically know you're gonna get herpes.
I just want Lee to know I used that line in the promo of the show last week.
Hey, I'd risk it. I'd risk it for a biscuit. Wouldn't you?
I'd like to slap the wave, sink in the tide, and enjoy the warm salt water myself, Lee. I'm right there with you. Anyhow, back to the Super Bowl really quick because we're closing in on Valentine's time, and I got two quick things I got to get to. So this was the highlight of the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And I don't have what's her name, Jesse, with us tonight. So I'll.
You had a streaker.
We had a streaker, but the best part. Listen to this audio. This is the guy on the radio doing the play-by-play to the streaker at a very boring Super Bowl.
Down 20, 5:03 to go. Someone has run on the field. Some guy with a bra. And now he's not being chased. He's running down the middle of the 40. Arms in the air in a victory salute. He's pulling down his pants. Put up your pants, my man. Pull up those pants. He's being chased to the 30. He breaks a tackle from a security guard. The 20, down the middle of the 10, the 5. He slides at the 1, and they converge on him at the goal line. Pull up your pants, take off the bra, and be a man.
This guy, the announcer, is obviously a Republican. He's one of us.
That was the most exciting call of the entire Super Bowl.
It was the most boring game I've ever seen. The halftime show was like I was on acid watching Pink Floyd The Wall. I have no idea who this Weekend guy is. And again, I'm from the 50s, so I guess I wouldn't. Buddy Holly would have been better on hologram. But this fucking guy. So here's the point. What was it? Like 15,000 people were let in?
So yeah, I don't know exactly how many, but yeah, there were fans there.
Most of them were first responders, nurses, doctors, paramedics. How the fuck did this guy get in?
I don't know, but there was a story apparently that he made a bet and won a lot of money on this, on doing this.
That would be a good bet.
So the story goes, I don't know if it's true, but I read the story and I don't remember where I read it. He made a bet saying that the Super Bowl would be stopped for a streaker. And he bet however much money, and it was, whatever the odds were. So what happened was his friend jumped down first and got caught immediately on the sidelines, directing all security's attention to his friend so that he jumped down on the field and obviously did what he did. And because he did what he did and placed the bet that there was going to be a streaker in the Super Bowl, he won like a few $1,000s.
Oh, so you're saying like he did a Vegas, like the odds of a streaker coming on, and is that inside trading?
But do your streakers not go naked over there?
Well, I don't think he had a chance. He had all these guys fucking big.
I mean, it was and what was this prong? What's a prong?
A prong?
Well, the guy that the announcer said there was a guy with a prong.
A thong.
Oh, he did say thong. I thought I heard it as prong.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, our streakers do it proper. They go naked.
30,000 cutouts. And I don't know if you guys get this, but I do with short saying, because I had this story. I don't know if we talked about it on air. They had sex dolls at a soccer game at one of the fucking places.
Yep. In Korea, they lined the stadium with sex dolls.
Yeah, I think we covered that one.
Yep.
All the sex dolls in the pose. Yeah, I find Big B's take on this actually. I would wonder if like that's insider trading or what did they say when Arch the old Ohio State quarterback, he used to throw the game in sports betting, and happens all the time in basketball.
But if the bet is that there's a streaker, if you're the streaker, you're the streaker. But the bet is that there will be a streaker.
Yeah, and they took his money.
And they took his money, right? And Short Size says they do it proper over in the UK. Yes, the soccer players love naked men running up and down their field. Good for them.
Like the ultimate version of Truth Dare, Double Dare.
I mean, the guy's quite fit, obviously, from the picture, so he could probably outrun most of these officials.
Well, you could see the difference between the guy on the left, the streaker, and the guy on the right.
Yeah.
He had great running shoes, too. Look at those. Those are Air Jordans or something he's got on.
I think I might place a bet over here, and I'm going to go to a soccer match and and streak once I get a bit more fitter. Like
I would love to find the
Oscar
video.
or someone to tape it.
Please.
My kids would die.
Oh, I'd love it.
Do it during the World Cup. When the World Cup comes back to England,
why
do
did
it during the World
do
Cup.
it during the London Olympics? You could have joined the marathon in your Speedo. Here comes a guy. He doesn't have a number on. He's running in a Speedo.
Now they would bury that. There's too many people that just bury it.
He's gonna have the Queen wetter knickers.
I need to do it a major event. So yeah, there's a challenge.
Oh Lord. And Short, you got a good point. Most of the streakers that come out are not as that guy. I deleted the picture, but he was good. I mean, I'm not one to look at male asses, but that was
that guy had a fine ass.
He was a nice piece of beefcake. I agree.
Yeah, he had a fine ass.
I agree. Okay, this is it because we got to get into Valentine's. I have one more short thing here I got to show you. You guys would not believe this. Where's the headline reads? From my lips, the only person might not like this is Amanda if she's still up there. From my lips to yours.
What is this?
I don't know. I won't show right, but anyway, people are now selling vagina scented face masks online.
I think what a great business opportunity.
And I guess where it comes from is, and I haven't got into this fetish yet, but I might, is girls sell their dirty underwear.
Yeah, exactly.
Or their worn underwear. They'll say, maybe it's a thing on, OnlyFans or whatever the hell that is. And they, here's underwear I've worn. And there's a certain amount of people, again, not me personally, like to rub it and smell it and gets them off when they're with their 1950s Vaseline. Apparently, when one girl started, the vagina scent became the hottest thing of 2020. And within 24 hours of restocking, they were sold out. Now, let's not forget, because I think we talked about this. Who was it that had the vagina scented candle? We talked about that on the show. It was like that famous it's not in here.
It's like Cameron Diaz or something.
One of those. They had a candle, another one had a perfume, and
but in my point of view is that every girl smells different. Every girl smells different. So I don't think you can generalize this sort of thing. It's like
all right. So wait, I have a question. I don't mean to cut you off, Stu, but I have a question for all of you. Women aren't supposed to smell.
Yeah,
no, but they do.
Smell.
It doesn't matter how clean they are.
But their
deodorant has no scent.
Every woman's smell. Every woman's got their own scent.
Now, I understand when you're done the deed and it's kind of there and it may dry a little bit and you haven't washed yet. Yes, there's a smell after that.
Yeah.
But at the time, there is no smell unless she's not clean.
No, I disagree with that because I know for experience, and it's not nothing to do with cleanliness. Some women smell stronger than others.
I've never been, well, one, yes, but that was because it was unclean, the fish scent. But for the most part, never a smell, on any girl because they're clean. They wash and all of that. I've never had a scent.
I don't think it.
I've had some bad.
For me, girl A had very little smell. Girl B had a very strong smell.
Listen, there was this girl on a park bench by the river at Halloween that was dressed up like a pilgrim. She was dressed up like a pilgrim. And I went down and tried to do the naughty. And I've seen 1,000 dead carp at the side of the lake. And this thing smelled a little bit worse. It's like opening a can of salmon with botulism.
Right. That means it's unclean.
No, but the one he's talking about, the one by the canal, was actually possibly on a dirty side, and I got like a vaginal food poisoning from that. But
remember, like you said on that show a few years ago, you vomited when you went to do the thing. cunnilingular.
He just said he had vaginal food poisoning.
You had vaginal food poisoning.
Yeah.
If I would have actually made contact, close encounters of the third kind, I probably would have been hospitalized. I probably would have lost a limb. I'm telling you, dude, this thing smelled like fish mixed with dog shit. It was terrible. I don't know how she'd let herself out in public like that.
Every person, every human being has got their own smell. And I've looked at a singer in the past and I think I bet she's got the same smell as A or B or C or D.
That would be an excellent idea for a European and English.
And I'm probably like the only one. I look at someone, I think, I bet she smells like her.
I can imagine you, the host of Scratch and Sniff ABC. And she's Choo Choo Stu, whacking my willy. We got a few fresh vaginas on the set tonight, and we're going to.
To be honest, it's never been my
blindfolded blokes to go in and smell the sample.
I would never ever pay. Firstly, because I would never pay to sniff any woman's panties or anything like that. One reason, because I can't fucking smell anything. But I would just never do that because the smell puts you off, doesn't it?
But that's what I was saying originally. Once you've done the deed, that like the porn stars that sell the panties, or the vending machines in fucking Japan, where the fucking the horny businessmen go in and fucking put 50 cents in and get panties. When it's dried, when you've done the deed and then it's dried, it gets a smell. No matter how clean you are, when it's dried, it gets a smell to it. But when you're in the middle of it, unless it's not clean, it shouldn't smell.
I don't know.
I disagree because I think I've had it smell like a blooming field of tulips, and on the other hand, it's been like a blooming field of maggot-filled dead horses.
I think women I don't think you can blame the woman. I think some women have just got a stronger odor than others, and
do you think it has anything to do with their diet? Perhaps like avocados. I don't know. Like
it's possible. I mean, they say us blokes should.
I don't fucking know.
Us blokes, if we have a lot of pineapple, it's very good for women.
Scratch Sniff UK.
But it is. If we eat a lot of pineapple, as guys, women are more likely to enjoy certain acts.
How do you know that? Did you play the woman at some point in this?
It's a well-known fact.
How would you know that if I drink pineapple juice, the woman is going to be more aroused and pleasantly?
No, it's not being aroused. Your taste.
Well, pleasantly pleased with the taste of my jelly.
Your taste. Your jelly will taste the pineapple. And that's
I'm certainly not going to volunteer for this test group.
But it's true. It's true. If you eat a lot of pineapple, your jelly will taste more like pineapple.
Okay.
It's a fact.
Short Thing's favorite part. See, what keeps some of these people to the end is the show name. That's it. It's a fucking show name.
He's been with us, 3 weeks? He's already on it immediately.
Listen,
it's all about the show names.
If we had the Academy Awards of Cave Crew Radio, him and Lee Law are already like best supporting actors.
Oh, they're great.
And this is a very good point. It could be a yeast infection.
A lot of times, and he's 100% correct.
Yeah.
If there's an odor coming from there, it most likely is a yeast infection, unless they don't wash.
That's possible, but I know that certain girl never had a yeast infection. The one I got at the canal.
How do you know she never? It's not like I'm Virgo and I like walks on the beach. She's not going to come up to you and say, "Hello, my name's Mary. I got a yeast infection."
But I knew the girl inside out.
Vagina.
But the canal girl, It was like, I think she just grabbed it while she could, if I'm honest. But she was definitely a yeast infection girl. But she enjoyed it anyway. It was worth it, you know.
All right, I'm done. I'm really.
And this leads directly into Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. It's yours now, Stu. I apologize. There's lots of time left. We can go over if we have to.
Yeah.
You started the pre-show by telling us you have lots of Valentine's stories, and we should end this romantic because we've.
No, I mean, in my younger days when I was courting, you know, when I was dating and stuff, I used to love Valentine's Day. I used to make it as special for the young lady as possible. One lady I worked with, which was Karen. I think she's in my diary, in Big B's diary. But she worked in an office.
Limbs.
She had all her limbs. She worked in the office above where I worked, and
all right, I remember this one. Okay,
I got in there early on Valentine's Day. I'd been to a high class store in London, and I'd bought this like a 2-foot chocolate bunny rabbit and lots of different bits. But I'd sneaked into her offices before she started work, and I'd put flowers in there, and I'd put this fucking 2-foot chocolate fucking bunny rabbit that cost me like fucking month's wages, and I decorated all her office up, and then legged it out before I got caught. But I would do things like that. But my most interesting Valentine's weekend away, it was a Valentine's treat that a girlfriend had brought me, was that we went to this hotel in the Isle of Wight, and it was like a bed and breakfast place, and it goes back to the potatoes on the bar.
Now would they lock the door behind you?
So yeah, so my girlfriend had brought me this special treat of this weekend away in this hotel, come bed and breakfast, and it was some kind of cottage or something. It had probably about 6-8 bedrooms, I'm not sure, but the whole place was pink. It was painted pink from the outside. Inside was pink. Our bedroom was pink. We had our own little bathroom. It was all en suite and all that. It was very nice if you like pink. But then, so on our arrival, we, played about, tested out the bath and whatever you do when you're young and eager. And then we went out for a walk, trying to get something to eat. And then we realised it's probably a bit too late. Anyway, we walked into this pub, and then everyone stops. And one of those places where the whole place stops and looks at you?
Yeah.
So we walked into this place. Everyone stopped. Everyone looked at us. But then everyone sort of accepted us straight away for some reason. And they had that was where they had potato. This is like
the fresh meat had arrived.
They had, the fresh meat had arrived. And it was a lock-in. Like, we went there last minute. After we arrived, they locked the doors. There was potatoes on the bar. Drink was flowing. It was lovely.
So wait a minute. You don't really set the ambience. You've left the room of pink. You're walking along the boardwalk with Karen, a young, naive Choo Choo Stu. You open the wooden door and walk into the tavern. As it slowly shuts behind you, you see Hugo place the padlock. They all smile at you innocently, and you notice roasted potatoes on the table.
No, so it literally went a bit quiet. We walked up to the bar, ordered a couple of drinks or whatever, and and then everyone went back to whatever they were doing. Roast potatoes on the bar, help yourself, lots of salt on them to make you buy more drinks and stuff. And we had a lovely time. We had a lock-in, but I think this was back in the day when our pubs closed after lunch. So in between lunch and dinner, they were closed.
So you were in the special group inside the pub.
So we got locked in between.
Right.
We stayed there a few hours, whatever, a couple of hours. And then we
You
went back to
probably knocked out and don't fucking remember.
Yeah. We went back to our hotel, but somehow along the line, we'd met this guy who was with his wife. Okay.
Was this in the
I'm not sure. I'm not, honestly, it was years ago. I can't remember, but somehow along the line, we met this guy. And whether we met him in the pub or the hotel, I can't remember. But we went back to the hotel. We was making use of the sort of like deep bath there, you know, the nice tub and
the jacuzzi. Okay.
and and the ambience, the whole thing. And we was young and virile, and do you know what I mean? Like
I'm right there with you.
Doing what youngsters do at the time, very quickly. In my case, probably.
You were like Gene Kelly dancing in the rain.
Yeah, you know, and we was just young and naive, having fun. Anyway, so sort of like some stage during the afternoon, our afternoon, we was having a lie down or whatever. So there's a knock at the door, right? And it's this bloke that we'd met earlier. This might have been the next day. I can't remember. It could have been the same afternoon. But this guy, and it's only really in hindsight, it's only after I left the place did I realise, but he wanted to have a foursome.
Now, see, I've heard of that. I've heard of a threesome.
Yeah.
I've heard of
he wanted him and his wife to come in and basically have a go at my girlfriend.
Right.
You know, and I'm thinking, but I was young and slim. I was very, very attractive.
He wanted your girlfriend, and he was going to give you his wife.
Well, exactly. So, like, I'm not really on a winner. My girlfriend was fucking hot, like, hot. She was hot. Okay. You know,
it's kind of like you'd make her a sacrifice for King Kong.
Correct.
Yeah, exactly. You know. But that was one of my Valentine's
well, what the
experiences.
Fuck happened? That ain't no cliffhanger. He says, here's Betty Lou. Do you mind if I partake with Karen? Fuck you. Sure.
I mean, to be honest, I was so naive. I was probably so naive. I was about 20. And obviously, going back then, we were more naive than the youngsters nowadays. But I was probably about 21 or something, 22. But
I'm sorry, I'm reading the
I read the same thing.
I'm sorry, Stu. Carry on. I was reading the chat.
Sorry, you have to say, my eyesight is not very good, so I can't really.
Okay, I'll read it to you, and then we'll go back to your story. Leela, he remembers when he was with this heavy girl one time. She wanted him to go down on her. When he looked up, it was like looking over the top of a sliced pan bread. Button, who's got the button? Anyway, Short Sing wants to know what happened. And so do I.
Well,
you don't just wake up the next day and meet John Smith. Like, what the fuck happened with Karen and Barney and his wife?
Well, we didn't go there, but it didn't exactly come out with what he wanted, you know. It was like quite subtle in his approach, you know.
So how'd you get him to leave? Like, there's got to be more to the story. He walks in, he drops his drawers. You know, Betty Lou or whatever his wife is flipping her, you know, her fucking tutu at you. She's wearing one of those one piece. What do they call those, Big B?
A muumuu?
A muumuu. She's there in her muumuu going, oh, choo choo choo. I'm the Pillsbury Dough girl. And when you bend down on your knees, it's going to be like looking at a slice of pan bread. Anyway, what happened? They didn't just leave. How'd you get rid of them?
But like I say, he knocked at the door. He was on his own. It was just, and it wasn't really until afterwards that you realised what he was saying. And but no, it just, I don't know. I probably just shut the door at him and just said, "No, I'm all right. Yeah, maybe we'll see you later down the pub or something like that."
This reminds me of an episode from the Stepford Wives or something. This is fucking crazy. It's Westworld.
But he would have been getting more out of it than I would have been. So yeah, but I used to love Valentine's, I think I don't know about you guys.
Do you have a special Valentine's with your wife?
No, because she doesn't really do things like that,
No.
No, she's just not really interested,
I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I'll buy the wife a chocolate bar or something if she wants. But, like, we already have an anniversary. We've been married 20 years. Like, to me, Valentine's Day is nothing. How about you, Big B?
My wife says, agrees. She says it's basically just a made-up holiday to make money. So, it's one of those things where we don't go all out for Valentine's Day because again, we have an anniversary and it's just a stupid.
But maybe your wife is just saying that because she knows she's not going to get anything. So why don't you go out of your way?
I get her something every year.
Oh, you don't.
I get her something
We're
every
going to
single
order
year.
Chinese food and we're going to watch a hockey game. Okay?
But that's not.
I order my wife flowers. I've ordered her edible, the fruits that come in arrangements. I've gotten her chocolates. I get her something every year. As a matter of fact, this year, I went through our friend Amanda and ordered her some of that Scentsy shit.
See, there you go. I'm going to drink pineapple juice and hope she wants to play Phantom of the Opera.
I think that's a good way to hedge your bets, Just get her a couple of liters of organic pineapple juice. Or get you.
No, but in all seriousness, and I don't think your feeling is hurt because there's other times she tells me I'm having a bad day. I'll order a plant or I'll order some flowers. I don't need Saint Valentine to initiate any sort of romantic. And my idea of being romantic is here. It's your turn. You can have the remote. Right? What did Stu do? Fart? He just turned his mic off.
I don't know. Maybe he was chewing on something. He had to turn his mic off so you don't hear him.
Now he's
and no, I'm not insulting you, Amanda. That's an expression I use. I didn't mean to call Scentsy shit.
Oh, see, now you've got this for
now I have now, but I ordered from you. I didn't call it shit.
What does she sell? Like candles or something?
Well, it's a whole thing. It's
my wife loves
wax melts. It's air fresheners. It's the things that you can melt the wax in. It's a whole bunch of
one of those things.
Stuff. I won't say shit. It's stuff.
I've got something you can melt the fucking wax in here.
Yeah. And you're
this thing caused me nearly a fucking asthma attack.
Now that thing you have there, is that just something you had done by a what do they call that, Big B, when they take an animal and turn it?
They stuff it. A taxidermist.
What do they call it?
Cherry. It's like cherry flavor or something. Fucking hell.
It's a taxidermist, is what you're talking
taxidermist. About. Did you go to the taxidermist with Jody? And is that the one with the glass eye?
No, my daughter said, "Oh, try this. Try this. You pour a little bit in there, and you fucking burn a cat." I tell her the thing nearly killed me.
Look, my wife's the same way. She goes to I don't know where it is, Bath and Body Works or something. I don't think you guys are going to like the eucalyptus soap I got. I would die to wash my hands with Dial again.
My wife ordered from Bath and Body Works not too long ago. She got a gift card for Christmas, and she ordered me some teak wood body gel, body
Yeah.
wash, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh wait, this one's even better. I forgot to tell you guys about this. Cherry taxidermy. Anyway, and Amanda is not mad at you now.
Well, I appreciate that. Anybody that wants Scentsy stuff, not shit, stuff. Look up Amanda. Go through her because she gets a commission off.
Does she post to the UK?
I'm sure they ship everywhere.
Well, she's in Canada. It went to the US, so I would assume it goes to the UK.
They're a multinational. They're bigger than Amazon. But I gotta tell you this. So I've been telling you guys, like, all the shutdown and the lockdown and all that shit. We've been ordering all kinds of gadgets and kitchen things and all these different things on Amazon, right? And I'm sure I'm not alone. So the wife ordered this looks like black tar, and it's a face mask. And I get all the notifications of Amazon. I said, "Oh, your beauty face wash or face mask is coming." Oh, I'm gonna put that on you. I'm so excited. I'm gonna look like fucking Jerry Lulu, or not Jerry Lulu, Sammy Davis Jr. for fuck's sakes. So maybe that's what I'm doing for Valentine's Day. I'm gonna get fucking mud and cucumber over my eyes, and
so you might have like a whole makeover. Maybe she'll do your feet and
I don't know. She says it cleans out your pores. I don't know. My pores have lasted this long.
Can we have video of this? Can we get video, please?
I'll try and get a picture of it.
See, I actually pay my daughter, right? My youngest daughter. She does the whole works on me. Facial, pedicure, handy cure, whatever you call it, she does the whole works. So it's good, You got to be in touch with your feminine side. I have like a fucking cucumber face mask shit.
I could see Stu lying in the cabin with the pull-out couch with pieces of fucking cotton batting between his toes.
Yeah, she does that. She's got special things that hold your toes apart. She does that a lot. My cuticles or whatever they call it.
Yet
she does that a lot, but it fucking costs me. I must admit.
You pay for your daughter to put things in between your toes.
She does a really good job. It's like you're walking on air afterwards. But her price keeps going up. That's the problem.
But you don't get the friends and family discount?
No, she rips me off. She fucking charges me a fortune.
Could you see Stu in his terry cloth robe with cotton batting between his toes as she files the calluses?
She does everything.
All the work he does.
She waxes my back, everything,
He never takes days off, so he's got to have a lot of calluses on his feet.
Nah, she waxes my back, everything, man.
Oh my God.
Lee Law says, my wife said to get her something to make her look pretty. It doesn't seem like a 12-pack of Guinness was the correct gift.
Yeah, I've been there too, Lee Law.
Yeah.
I'll get texts during the day. Oh, it's been a while. We should, yeah. And I walk in the door with a keg, and she's not impressed.
No.
I think people are horrified now that your wife waxes, not your wife, your daughter waxes your back. It's bad enough that she does your fucking toes, but now you're making her wax your back.
I'm paying for it, so it's not like she's doing it. She doesn't want to do it, but she does it. I mean, I used to get
a strobe light going while you're, that strobe light you got in the back. Do you have that going while you're getting your back waxed?
I've got the lights going all around, but you can only see.
And are you running the electric heater or the butane one?
I've got both going at the moment. To be honest, it's fucking freezing here.
Yeah, well,
so I've got both going.
No hair on it now. All right, listen, I think we've got a lot to deal with here. I know I wrote down more than I ever do. I'm going to need 2 sheets of paper. we need to, and guys, thanks for sticking by in the chat room. I know it's your favorite part of the show. We need to name the show. So throw it out in chat. We'll throw it in the thing.
I'm just gonna turn the heater off on it.
I was gonna say Stu go first because he usually says I have something about a what do you call that was a. Do you want to go first, Big B, or me?
I have a bunch of things. So
I got like 30.
Okay, so all right, let me go first then. If you have 30,
I don't have that many, but anyway, go ahead.
All right, so first, I'm going to tell you the 3 that I have that names are too long but need to be honorable mentioned.
Okay.
First is, of course, pleasantly pleased with the taste of my jelly.
Please. With the taste of my jelly.
Okay. Next, for the name that's too long for the show. Hello, my name is Mary, and I have a yeast infection.
That was a good one.
Again, just too long for the name of the show, but it is a good one. It's worth the honorable mention.
Why does he keep turning his mic off? Is he snacking again?
Because he's chewing on fucking food. He's got a giant fucking pizza pie that we can't see that he's chewing on.
Can I just interrupt naming the show to say, if I have one piece of pizza and it's 250 calories, and he's eating 4,001 calorie avocado bites. Anyway, go ahead. Number 3.
The third one that is too long for the show. It was like looking. It was like looking over the top of a sliced bread pan.
Okay.
So now to my my names of the show, or possible names of the show. I have. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I have going with the pre-show, a flat top with a quiff. Next up, I have Diet Bibbles. Next up, of course, vaginal food poisoning.
Okay, hang on. Okay, let's see if any of mine.
Well, I have one more.
Oh God. Okay.
I told you I have one more. Scratch and Sniff UK.
Is there any in the chat while I get mine ready?
Short Size says he's got a giant fucking pizza pie.
Yeah.
And Lee Law says ride in on the ripples.
Okay, I've got yay fish scarves. I also have flat top with a quiff. Sorry, I wrote that down wrong. Flat top with a quiff. I'm out of Aquanet. I will use Gorilla Glue. This was a good one. Gorilla Glue Stu to a seat. I'm not sure I wrote this down wrong because I really scribbled it. He's an Errol bastard. But I don't know why I didn't write it down. My vote is Scratch and Sniff UK. Stu, what did you have?
I honestly didn't write anything down.
Good.
So I didn't write anything down. So it makes it easier.
Yeah, well,
we have a couple
I
of
wrote something down like.
Well, we have a couple of late submissions in the chat. Do not use on chickens.
Yeah.
And smelled like fish mixed with dog shit.
I love that.
Okay. In all seriousness, guys, I also wrote down flat top with a quiff. And I don't know why I didn't write it down, because I really, really liked Scratch and Sniff UK. Just my opinion. Open to suggestions.
We have one more late entry, maggot-filled dead horses.
Yeah, we were getting a little carried away there.
An ard bastard, to correct your post, Leelaw chimes in, an ard bastard meaning a hard bastard.
I apologize. I was writing and trying to talk and do a show. Maggot-filled dead horses was beautiful as well.
And an ard bastard.
He's an odd bastard.
Stu, what do you think? I mean, you didn't have anything, but you heard all the.
I don't know. I think you need to say. I think we need to narrow it down to a few anyway. But I don't know.
Well, I think we have, flat top with a quiff, Scratch and Sniff UK. He's an hard bastard. I still like Yay fish scarves. And I also really like Gorilla Glue Stew to his seat. So I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys.
See, I like Scratch and Sniff UK as well, but I also like vaginal food poisoning.
Yeah, I think we used that already.
We may have long ago.
I think that was already used.
Yeah, I think we already used that one.
And what? I'm sorry. What was the one you said?
Flat top with a quiff.
Right.
Gorilla Glue Stew to his seat.
No.
And Yay fish scarves.
That one. Yay fish scarves.
Yeah, I could go with that.
All right, so we got it down to Scratch and Sniff UK and Yay fish scarves. Come on, guys, you got to help us here.
Let's leave it up to the chat.
Help us in the chat. By the way, thank you for getting us to 100 subscriptions on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, I wish you would. It really helps us out. It's great to have Choo Choo Stu back with us. Cave Crew Radio live every Friday on cavecrewradio.com, YouTube, and Facebook. And we're on podcast everywhere if you're just catching the end. Guys, can you...
And don't forget, if you go to TeePublic, TeePublic, look up Cave Crew Radio. We have a whole bunch of merchandise.
Whole bunch of merch,
including a 2020 lockdown mask. We also have that in T-shirts. We have notebooks. We have a whole bunch of things.
Yay fish scarves as a vote.
I think fish scarves has the short size as Yay fish scarves. Lee Law says fish fanny. Yeah, I think the fish scarves have it.
That was beautiful. I've never heard of that before, but Scratch and Sniff UK will be in there. Flat top with a quiff. Several of these, and welcome back to Stu from the chat room. They're welcoming you back, Stu. Do you need glasses?
Well, I have got glasses, but I haven't got them on, and I can't really read that little writing there.
A short sigh is saying, "Welcome back, Stu." But
thank you very much.
It's great to have you here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of these honorable mentions will make it into the promo as we promote the show. But yeah, I agree. Yay, Fish scarves. I just caught me. You guys make us laugh. We hope we make you laugh as well. Choo Choo Stu is still on his hiatus and we'll be back next week.
And he hasn't stopped chewing.
I'm on gum now.
No, but I don't understand. Before we go, really quick, you're on a diet, you're motivated. Like, I'm hungry.
I'm not sitting here eating burgers. I'm having a bar snack. One bar snack I had.
You're eating constantly.
And I'm chewing gum.
I don't see. You would never convince me to diet when you're eating constantly.
I'm not eating. I'm eating a bar snack. Yeah.
Yeah, but
99 calories. I mean,
I don't care calorie count. Here's the problem I have. I'm hungry. I want to go and I'm going to eat dinner.
Yeah.
Now that the show's over, I'm okay. I don't need a bag of fucking Alpo beside me to get me through the show. Yeah, he's bibbing. That was the other one. I forgot about that. I gotta write that down for the.
I had thrown in Diet Bibbles.
Yeah, Diet Bibbles. I want to use that. Anyway, I'm just saying, Stu, it's your life. I didn't tell you to diet in the first place.
Yeah, but it's nothing to do with diet. I have a little bar snack, you know?
You're eating constantly.
I'm not.
You can't wait till the end of the show to go get a piece of your vegetarian diet.
I'm not going to go and stuff my face on a fucking greasy burger at the end of the show. I'm just having little and often.
Which I think adds up to one greasy burger by the end of the day.
No, it definitely doesn't.
Snap it down on squirrel's kneecaps. Crunchy. We'll save that for next week. All right, kids. It's been great to hang out with you again. I had a long week. Thank you for including me in your fun. Until next week, we'll do this all again. Tell your friends about it. And let's meet up again real soon. Until then.
Thank you very much for listening to the show. Now stay safe, take care, and wash your hands.
This is a production of the Cave Crew Radio Network at cavecrewradio.com.
You hear all the crunching in the background.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
And then I tweeted, I have many millions between Facebook and Twitter. It's great. It's like owning a newspaper without the losses.